Yeah. And usually, look, I was done. Well, now, the way he left, I didn't, like, one, I didn't think he kept the key, house key, you know what I'm saying? Um, at all. Well, he had hit me up one day, one night, wanted to come over. But as soon as I answered, like, he was tripping. Like, I couldn't even say nothing. I hung up. About 15 minutes later, he walks through the door. But I lost it. I was like, what? Who do you think you are? So, me and my friend at the time, we changed the locks. I'm used to going to Lowe's and getting the 2 locks in one pack. They got the same key, but that's not what we did. We went to the dollar store. This is what's what. And he had 2 of the keys. I had 2 of the keys. Well, now this friend, my ex hated him. But because the friend, like years before, in like 2013, lied and said we slept together. No, but whatever. That was. But when I say best friend, he after I got the restraining order, I don't know what I would have done if it wasn't for him. As far as like at all, because one, he was the only friend I had. 2, like this, just you know. But anyways. Now, I knew he was supposed to be coming this day to bring the kids, I think, gifts or something. Yeah, there was birthday gifts. Now, mind you, he was late because this is like October, November. My daughter's birthday was September, but whatever. Well, he didn't call, like, upon getting here. I mean, it wouldn't matter regardless. Now, my friend Evan goes, Ben's here. The one time I should have been like, what? I didn't believe it. He was really there. Now, when he left, he was too calm when he left. Too calm. I was like, mm-mm. Now, he was working for his best friend, Tom Cars, tow truck company. I mean, other than God, I don't know what made my friend. Now, it's nighttime at this point. That was earlier that day. At this time, it's nighttime. I don't know what it made him look out the window, like my kitchen window. But when he did, my ex was backing up to his car. I stand on principle. Because if not, the shit he be doing, he's always gonna do it. And also, this is my property. So Evan starts walking out to go get my phone. I was starting to call the cops. Well, he saw us. He stopped. This and that, and he left. Now, what I did was, I called and said, which I was not lying about none of it. I was like, I told him what happened. I said, I know how crazy he is. I just want extra patrol around here. Well, he's from Generate, whatever, that next town over. And Generate has marshals. Apparently, me calling, they called the head marshal, Pac-Man. Pac-Man went straight to him, chewed him out. Look, within 15 minutes, I got a phone call. He was going off on me. But, I mean, look, to be fair, you was too calm. So, no, I didn't trust that. Oh, and also, like, nah. Well, okay. And I was still on his phone plan, so he had turned my phone off. Now, it was like a day or two later. Now, I knew he had totaled my Jeep earlier that year for no insurance. So I had no vehicle. And he asked me one day, hey, you want to come ride with me? The only reason I said yes was because I needed to get to Walmart to get a new SIM card for my phone. So I was like, yeah, only if you do this. So he does. Well, the way I locked the doors when I left, guess what? I had the wrong keys to be able to get back in. And it's nighttime. It's cold. I got the kids with me. And my friend with the other keys is not answering. Call another friend. No answer. Our whole relationship. Never had spare keys. Nothing. He was my, I'm going to say, break-in artist. So I called him. Can you come help me get in? He does. As soon as we get in the house, my phone rings. Guess who it is? My friend with the keys. Now, when this happened, it was right there in between holidays. Mind you, he called me at a, I'm going to say a weak moment, whatever, to where I didn't just like, gotta go. You know what I'm saying? And he sure didn't leave. And it was like, stay till Christmas. Oh, well, a little after Christmas. Now, mind you, at this point, for years I'd been telling him, I need you to show me, like, affection, appreciation, like, all those things, right? Now, by this point, I didn't have the energy to listen to him. Nor wanted to. Well, and this was Christmas Day. The kids were with my family and everything. And I don't even remember what he was going on. Look, I had my headphones in my ears. And he was still talking, and I was on the computer. Now, nobody touched me. Not even me. I literally was on the computer. When I got off and I turned around, he goes, Summer, what the fuck? I had 2 black eyes. No, he never touched me. He never even came near me. Other than stress, I have no idea why I had black eyes. But when I say black eyes, I mean, like, makeup wouldn't hit him. I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, what am I going to do when they bring the kids back? Because, now, let me say this. Stress is a silent killer. Because that year, before that year, when I say I was against math, I was against it. I didn't care how much it was. If I found it, I was throwing it away. It could have been an ounce. I would have thrown it away. I wouldn't have cared. But that year, God is the only reason I walked out of that year. But that was the tool that got me through it. Look, make it make sense? I don't know. God is good. That's all I got to say. But, because at the beginning, I started off a lot. And as the year went on, so slacked. Cut down. The more I did, the better my weight was. The less, I'm gonna say, look, the stress was killing me. Give it another month or two, I'd have probably died from the stress alone. No, this was Christmas Day, actually. So, now, I'll explain the situation with my daughter in Christmas in another video, because that one's just trigger warning on all of it. But anyways, me and my daughter fell asleep. Mind you, he was Jehovah's Witness, ruined every holiday, the whole relationship. We slept, okay? And he got mad. Well, he had some tool, some expensive tool, that he was going to trade a friend for money, right? Well, when I woke up, he was mad at me being petty. I picked it up and from above my head, just dropped it. Didn't add force to it, but just dropped it. Apparently I broke it. Oh well. Because I really didn't care. No, remember, so that was August. So much of what I said was being done so intensely. Look, I had a miscarriage. And I would say, up until 23, I walked it off like a stub toe. Until I stubbed my toe that year, in 23. Better than a stub toe. Because there was, like, I had so many other things in real time I had to worry about. Also, I knew what how I came, how I dealt with it, deal with it. One, I know God would have never brought a child into that. Two, before he even came back, I was fully prepared to, with the knowing that this kid's bond and his would be completely different than Salem and Bladen's. So I was fully prepared to make up for whatever he would have lacked. All of it. Energy doesn't die, it transfers. And I needed that extra energy that year to make it. I did. And, I mean, his name was going to be Ethan. And you know what? Ethan served God's purpose for what he intended it. Okay. Well, I would have to, and I like to write, but the reason I was writing at this time was because, I mean, I couldn't talk. I was held hostage. I mean, literally, I didn't want emails going off at all. But, and I have them, and I dated them in the real time, so, and it's crazy. So one was written in August, and it's just pretty much like, I don't know what's going on, like what happened, you know, blah, blah, blah. I have no idea to talk to. It seemed like as soon as he chilled out and slowed down, everything just came in all at once. Well, by October, because I was writing again, you can tell, but comparison, the mental decline. Well, by October, because everything, it was too much to process, but it was all coming in, yeah. I was suicidal, but I didn't want to do it. I'd gotten over that years ago, 4 attempts before. I did what I say the right thing to do. Hey, this is how I feel. Can you help me? For 2 days. On the second day, we're in the car. Again, like I'm sitting there and I'm trying. He doesn't just get mad and irate. He chokes me out in the car with the kids in the back seat doing about 70 coming up to an S-curve. Now, listen, again, my insanity. But the next morning, I don't know why the hell I didn't stand on business after that. Listen, I don't know. Maybe I can't tell you. But the next morning, I attempt asking again. And he looks at me and goes, there's nothing I can do to help you. Well, with still not wanting to do it. By the way, if you take Latuda, that medicine ain't shit. I had maybe about 20 of them in the bottle. Still, not wanting to do it. Looked at him, until I got solid. This boy, he looks at me like, I got you. Because earlier that year, while I wasn't home, he texted me, I'm about to take the rest of my Seroquel, and stopped answering me. Now, mind you, look, I know what to do in those moments. But, I went to his best friend / brother, another, one of his long life friends. Hey, what should I do? Now, me and his mom weren't on good terms, but even his mom, the three of us talk. I'm like, look, this is the situation. Should I do this? The mom, yeah, like she agrees, yeah. So I do. Now, I've been PEC'd a few times. The way his mental state was that day as a whole, because our old neighbor texted me everything that was going on when they showed up. I don't know how the hell he got out of that, because it's just the way he was acting. Also, even if you're not in a state, you still have to go. The cops still have to pick you up. You still have to go sit at the hospital and get evaluated. But he didn't. In hindsight, I'm thinking, But anyways, so this was his get back. He thought. I mean, I literally just took 20 pills. What he did was the right thing to do, but not in his delusional, narcissistic mind, okay? He thought he was getting that get back. Now, I don't know where I thought I was going when I ran out the back door, because there's a ditch and a train track behind my trailer. And the way I ran, I would have been going to the corner of the yard, that's it. And I mean, I don't even, look, I was just, well, he chased after me and he tackled me down. When the ambulance gets here and everything, they're asking me everything. Now, when he tackled me, it was like grass burns, whatever, marks from in the grass. And I told him what happened. There's just that. That did not say any more. And they asked if there was anything in the house that they wanted me to go get. Get, okay? And I was like, yes, my Klonopin, because I just didn't want him to take them. Well, they go get him. Now they stop and talk to him. I don't know what made them search him for track marks and all. I don't know. But when they get back in the ambulance, the cop looks at me and goes, "Ma'am, you need to get a restraining order, or next time you're gonna be dead." Okay. I was in the psych ward a week, and in that week, he chose to, and I say abandon us, because he chose to leave, me and the kids, and go to Panda's house. Panda. Anyways, ended up being some chick that his sister worked with. Guess what? I don't think he knows, but I got all the scoop on Panda, because my nannies. I don't know if they're married, but yeah. Like I said, information usually comes to me. Now this one I had to kind of ask for, but it wasn't hard. And how I knew was because my daughter's nails were painted when I got back. I was like, "Baby, who painted your nails?" "Panda." And now my kids know better than to lie to me. So when I looked at my son, I didn't even say nothing. He went in a circle, because he knew better than to lie to me, but he also, I know for a fact my ex scared him into lying, but he knew better than to lie to me. So, okay, anyways. And whoever, I don't even remember your real name, Panda, because it don't really matter. Anyways, so I was done. I'm done. Like, I was done. That was it. That was the final, done. Wrote him, a closure letter and everything, I was done. Because why your daughter needs pull-ups and it takes you 6 days to get here? You gotta, oh, I sold my car. Yeah, well, you knew you was leaving. That's your dumb ass. You dumb. I don't want that pity. Don't give me that. So that's why I didn't get the restraining order then, because, I was done.